Well, hello everyone. Today I will be making some chocolate chip cookies. 2 sticks of butter. Melt. Brown sugar. 1.5 cups. White sugar. 1/2 cup. 2 eggs. 1 teaspoon of vanilla. I never measured exactly. Time for the dry ingredients. Need 12 ounces of flour, weighed. If you can't weigh it, then do 2 1/4 cups. I'm gonna put a little extra flour in this time. 1 teaspoon of salt, sea salt. That was more than a teaspoon. 1 teaspoon of baking soda. Baking soda spreads and baking powder puffs. And speaking of baking powder, 1.5 teaspoons. 1, 2, 3. There you have your dry ingredients. It is time for the best part, the chocolate chips. So I have a couple of almost finished bags of chocolate chips now that I'm going to use. Sometimes if you have a little chocolate bar, like one of those Ghirardelli chocolate bars or something like this, you may want to slice it up into little chunks and then you combine that with the chips to sort of give it a better texture. But I'm just going to be finishing off all these bags, so I'm not going to be doing that today. It does not take that much to mix them in. Alright. Looking pretty good. In my opinion, you kind of have to have a stand-up mixer because it really helps to make it really fluffy. But if you don't have one of those, I would opt for the electric beaters because they're okay, but you have to be more careful about getting it consistent and light. Excuse me while I lick the beater. In my opinion, parchment paper is kind of a must-have. I have these nice luxury folded up sheets, but if you have a roll, it's fine too. You're gonna need to preheat the oven to 360 degrees. Look at that dough. Ooh, melting the butter really helps. I just thought of a pickup line. Are you pie? Because you're irrational. Hey Daisy. Yeah? I thought of a pickup line. Are you pie? Because you're irrational. No response? Was it pretty good? Thanks. I could make a business out of this. Making cookies. It wouldn't work. Oh. I should have taken the stone out. I can only bake one at a time right now, but it's okay. You know why? Because I don't need to bake. I don't need to do that.
Hey Chip.
It's gonna be okay. Yeah?
If you like the process of making cookies more than the actual having them bake, you could just make cookies and then take them apart and make them again.
Take them apart? Well, you know Emma, there's a difference between a chemical change and a physical change.
I know, but you can undo anything.
Who even says that?
I do, because you can undo chemical changes. Sometimes.
Okay. With your oven?
Yes. I mean, we have it.
Well, it's sort of think of it like nuclear fission. You know, it's easier to do nuclear fusion than it is to do nuclear fission. And you can't be precise. Whereas people have made their recipes based on how unbaking. They don't make them based on how to unbake them. So it would be incredibly hard. It's not reversible, unfortunately.
With that attitude, of course it's not reversible.
I guess you're right, Emma. I'm gonna just have to become more open-minded and then I'll be able to do it. You know what? Thanks very much.
You're very welcome.
This is Daisy. She's my sister, and she is on the video.
Can I be on the video?
Yeah, if you want. This is my other sister, it's Emma. She's also on the video. She's been encouraging me lately to be a little more open-minded about things and sort of view the world differently in order for me to be more effective in my... Wait, why would I do that? Could have used it a little bit more, but it's fine. Time for the next tray. That is how it should be. Ah, so good. Look at that. All the cookies are just sort of, they're still cooling, but they're individual. So this one's looking the best. It's the most textured, and it's individually moving around as opposed to this one is much. This one's a little less because it's less puffy and it's more stuck to the parchment. Ideally, you want them all to be very individual and hardening.
That smells so good.
We should have ordered milk. Savage. I don't care about that. Oh my. Here we have these cookies. Seem pretty good. A little bit puffy. This one's not as puffy. It's the most normal on the outside. It's all good.
Be my arms.
Does that look like it?
No. Okay.
What you have to do is you have to do it like right after me. It's not Howl's Moving Castle. One of those, they have the butterfly wing. It is that. And it has like
And then
wings
she
that are
says-
like go in order like that.
Oh yeah, that was Howl's Moving Castle.
Was
It was both Nausicaa and Howl's Moving Castle.
I mean, it's this style, so he probably has a lot of movies where he does that.
Yeah. It's weird. I don't know how a plane could fly like that, to be honest.
Yeah, a lot of that doesn't make any sense at all.
Aerodynamics.
I know, for some reason.
It's Jeff Wittick.
He's a barber. I look, why do I look like him? But he's good looking, so I'm kind of complimenting myself.
Okay. Oh yeah, you know, I just look like Marilyn Monroe. You know.
Alright, so what I'm going to start to do now is take them off the parchment but keep them on the rack. So now the cookies can cool all the way through the bottom. They're not really hindered by the paper getting in the way. They're sort of get a lot more airflow to let them completely harden. The best time to eat cookies is after they've hardened, but after the chocolate, while the chocolate is still a little bit melted. Because the chocolate takes a lot longer to melt, or to harden than the batter does. Ooh! Now, take notice of what I just said. You see how they're all straight, they're not textured, they're very, very puffy over the whole thing. So now I'm going to give you a little time lapse of letting them cool. Chocolate chip cookies are a staple recipe in the American diet. That is why many people have gone to great lengths to perfect their recipes, which is what I do actually.